Now, see, what the Gnostics gave you was the ability to talk about it more after the disciples passed away. See, they came up in the second and third centuries, and that's why, again, right, you're confused with the Orthodox way of viewing the Bible. Because, see, if you're walking by what it appears to be saying, the Orthodox are right. But if you dig deeper into the little manna, the hidden manna, which is what John means, the hidden word of God. Now, manna, by the way, alien hunters, right, is white. It's not green algae. It's not green algae. Nope. It's described as being white little pellets, right? Not green algae, not green algae. Nice try, though. Manna was something God produced specifically for the Israelites, though, right? You might never see it, but they did. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That was just for them at that time. Well, if it's in the ark, it would have to be supernaturally preserved, and we don't know where the ark is, though someone says they know, but they can't tell you for some reason. You kind of get tired of that hoopananny, right? Either it's there or it's not, and you can take a picture of it. Right. Don't tell me you can't. Get real. You ain't found it yet either. Quit lying. I don't know, right? The one in Ethiopia, they won't even let you in the sea. And what you gonna do? Shoot them to see it, right? I mean, come on. You would have to get violent to see it, right? If it's a fake or not, right? But that's all you can do is plow your way in there and see if there's an ark or not, right? I know, right? That's what I mean. But the violent take it by force anyway, I know. And that's why most people don't want to know, anyway. But once you know, it's either there or not, too. You know what I mean, right? But acting like it's there when it's not is bad, and, you can take a picture. It lasts longer. Teasing. And like I said, when you're on about something, okay, I've even changed what happened, because I thought the girl was 37 and that he was treating her like a slave, maybe even the sex slave, and not a daughter. Well, see, if she's 37, I would have married her. Right? Now, only way I couldn't have married her is if she's under 18, but at 16, we can have sex with or without the permission of the father, right? At 17, we can. And at 18, we can get legally married on our own, right? And elope. But see, that's what I mean, right? I thought he was more treating her like a slave than a daughter anyway, right? Yeah. Making her work in his own salon, right? What would you think? And she's 15, supposed to be 16. Right. And they're telling me all this. I don't know. See, if I knew, okay, the girl was 15, I wouldn't have went in the bathroom with her, wouldn't have lost the hour of time. It would have been a normal nail job. I know that too. How do I know? See, 20 minutes is for one time of Marybelle. But we did it 3 times a night. So 3 times 20 is what? An hour. I don't know. Phoebe? I know of her. I know she's married to Kevin Kline, right? Like I said, right? And hopefully happily married, right? I don't get into someone else's life I seen Phoebe naked, in the movies. I mean, the one with Christopher Atkins and, of course, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Now, you see her full glory in the one with Christopher Atkins, right? I think, right. What was the one where she was in the desert and they found this oasis and they married and all this, and then some Arab guy wanted to kidnap her and bring her into his harem anyway. I don't know. They had done had a kid or something and everything, and he was still wanted her anyway. And again, I don't do things like that because of movies like that. I know you can't kidnap a woman and her really love you, right? And then you're raping her, right? That's what that taught me, and but see, she would have to tell me she's 37, and that's the first thing I would ask is her age, where she's from, how long has she been working there, normal things. Might not have asked her that specific time, but again, usually, since it's on the way to the movies, I can go out there once a month and get my nails done. Or going to the movies again. Not no more though, he made it criminal. Well, what did I do that was criminal that took over an hour? Have sex with her in the bathroom? Well, unless she's his sex slave too, what business is of his? You know what I mean? I didn't go there thinking, the girl would do anything, but I felt like the women were picking on her. And again, I don't know why, but of course, if she is 15, right, he's making his own daughter work in his own store. That seems kind of, slavish to me anyway. Because with being a salon technician, it's different laws for different reasons, right? Well, the problem there is the chemicals involved with the nail polish removers and the nail polish itself. They want anyone doing that particular job 16 and older, right? Now, it's not every job, right? You can do certain jobs and be 16. You can work at a Burger King, right? At 14, right? You can work at the theater, right? You can work in the Walmart, right? But where you can't work is a nail salon. You can't work in a bar until you're 18, right? That's what happened with Kevin Spacey, even, right? But he probably didn't know, right? Either. And then y'all ban him for life. And I mean, come on. Not that I know the man personally, but what's up with that? and he's acting more homophobic that Kevin really did something wrong. Come on, Get real. Mama got involved with that. Yeah, she don't want her boy looking gay. No, she don't. You know that too. Yeah, because see, like I said, you can tell when someone's fronting, and Kevin didn't know, right? But see, whatever people are doing, and pedophilia didn't really come out until the 80s and 90s anyway, and I knew about it, but that's what I mean about anything, right? See, first thing you got to understand is when you bring up a topic, you can't accuse just me there, right? Because I'm not alone with my stepdaughter. Who's going to leave me alone if we got into a fight? Nobody. Right. My ex-wife wouldn't even leave me alone with her to go to the store, you know what I mean? She would take her with her. She, leave me at the damn house. Right? Use your head. No. None of that makes sense. Don't make sense. I would have to deal with her go to the bathroom or coming in there and wake me up. To go to the bathroom or something, right? But that's the only reason, okay, I would think she actually would. She couldn't wake up her mom. No. Is that a crime? No. Not even if she came in there and I pulled down her panties and she didn't pee, so I made sure she didn't pee already. And might have to stick my tongue out to make sure, to smell it. You know what part of the body you gotta smell. With a girl child, not a boy child, you can tell with a boy child because the underwear will be all wet. But see, girls tinkle sometimes, they don't fully pee. See, a tinkle and a pee are two different things. Her panties might have dry by then, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm making sure, okay, she's also pleasantly smelling, I guess, right? Didn't need a bath or something? I don't know. Because, like I said, I'm describing a hypothetical, right? Based on what I know about things, right? The situation I was actually in where I'm on the couch and she's in there with her mom and what may have unfolded. Or not. Now, Daphne said it never happened, so you're arguing with her first, right? Not me. She got the better memory. But even if it did, it would still appear like someone coached her that was male, right? Because she's acting comfortable with what I'm telling you, right? You see what I mean? Right? Because, see, there are other people around her. Her stepdad. Oh, I'm sorry. Biological dad. See, he... Okay, but also, no, you're mentally ill from Daphne, because I told her when immediately. And she's living with me, right? Before she even exposed her to me, right? But guess who she's with for 4 days? First, dad. Now, I told you how one of my ex-girlfriends, her dad was trying to have sex with her because she looked different than him and his wife. But that's called a recessive gene, asshole. No. Yes, it is. They pop up because Lois might have blonde and brown hair, right? Or red and black hair, right? And you might have blonde and brunette hair, or black hair too, right? Well, red, whoever had the gene, is dominant over blonde. And you need two blonde genes to have blondish hair. Mm-hmm. And this is just things you learn in school, especially biology class, which has to do with human biology and sex ed and all that. Mm-hmm. If you paid attention in school like I did. No. Obviously, I know this from some source. I was at school. It was school. Now, same thing with the tall and the short gene. Jonathan is tall because I have a recessive tall gene. So does Daphne, right? That's why he's 6'1". No. That's the height of Keanu Reeves, but I don't think he had sex with Keanu Reeves. But if my internal, tall gene is 6'1", the 5'8" gene went out. Mm-hmm. Right. See, I thought I was going to be tall when I was younger, but that could be the recessive gene talking, right? Not the dominant gene, which is the short gene, right? But it turned out I stayed 5'8". Exactly. Now, I can also have green or blue eyes recessive too, and you not see it, right? Externally, right? And see, brown and blue can make what? Green too. Because it's light blue. It's light blue. Light blue and dark brown make what? Green. Yep. So I could have either or, right? My body can either produce a green-eyed gene or a blue-eyed gene, right? Right. So brown, green, and blue. Right. See, it's what genes join together when the sperm's created from the body, right? That determines the actual outcome of the child. Mm-hmm. Same with hair follicles, right? Some men have one recessive gene, and that's all it takes, and they go bald. Nothing you can do about it, right? I know. And it's not your fault. Don't be mad with me if I still have hair at 50, and try to make it an issue, Which that's what this is all about. Hey, it's the same, man. It's the same, man. As 13 years ago. I know. So why you keep bringing all that up? Mm-hmm. But if we did it the first time I went into that store, whatever we did. And that's why I lost the additional hour. I should have been out before 10 to 3, but I was out 10 to 4. Right. See, that's where I know something happened with her. Mm-hmm. And I have blackout amnesia with the hour, where it went over the time, right? Like I fell asleep, like I told you anyway, I know. And then I remember the nail job because I paid for it. See, I'm talking to someone over the hour in addition to doing something with the girl. Which he got mad at 3 times and tried to black me out 3 times somehow. But y'all all know I took karate, right? And see, they're his employees in his store, right? So they're not going to tell you anything but he wants something to say. Exactly. That's why he can charge me with criminal trespassing the 3rd time I went to the store and again saw the girl again the 3rd time. That must have to do with why I blacked out for the hour as well. He don't want me around her, you see. But he's not telling me why. And he's pretending she's 15 and his daughter, but if he is who I think he is, he has a Japanese wife. So something's going on around there. Something's going on around there. See, some men from Vietnam bring women over and they have sex with them even though they're married. And that's so they won't, again, find a man here and get pregnant and marry someone else. They want them to be part of their business, right? Well, the way they handle that is they have sex with the woman, which is rape, right? Because she's their employee, right? She didn't come here just to work for them, right? But they, on the other hand, right, want, okay, the woman to work for them, not just for 2 years, right? They want him to stay, right? So the way they might control that is get him pregnant, right? Because the other woman was pregnant. Not by me, but someone else. But she's working in the store. See, I can't prove none of this, right? It's just a theory, right? Like with if we had sex or not, that's the theory, right? But I know something happened where he don't want me even around her. And the first lie he's telling is she's his daughter, right? Everything they're saying is a lie. Is a lie. Only one who doesn't know how to lie is me. And if she's their employee, she has the problem again. Not me, but with him. Not with me, but with him. No. And she did it to what? To get away from him. Get away from him. Whatever we did during the 20 minutes where I lost the whole hour. Only thing I know I do for about 20 minutes is sex. I told you that before too. And I might have to resurrect or something too, because he ain't gonna come there and just pat me on the back if he's trying to make her his new girl. And he don't care if he's married. She's brought over here by him. And he's trying to talk her into it. No. Too, because he can't just rape her because it's still rape, I know. Even America could rape one of your employees, right? And she can get him now that they're talking about the Me Too movement. Right, that helps her out too, right? So if she had sex with me, she chose me for a reason. Too. She knew A, she can get to the bathroom with me to do it, right? B, I know, Even if he showed up, we would finish. Right? And C, once out, I would confront him about it and find out what was going on for real, for real. So she gave it to me, and he's pissed off about it. You understand, right? And even if I got her pregnant, he don't want me to know. He don't want you to know. Because see, then I can claim her and marry her if she's over 15 too, right? She's really in her 30s, right? See, they're lying, not me. They're lying, not you. Everything they say is a lie, is a lie. They're not telling the truth because the truth is not in them, like Jesus said, right? Some men just won't tell the truth, no matter how they pretend to be, and to other men, right? As well. But she knows if she don't do it with me, whatever the issue is, right? She'll never see me again. So she had to make a decision to do something with me, and use, like I asked her, I don't speak Vietnamese, but she knew the women were teasing her, right? I didn't. So I asked her, if she wanted to see, if they were saying what I think they were saying, that I was sexually responding to her, and that I was not, right? I know it had to do with that too, right? And they were embarrassing her to where she might have been sexually responding to me in embarrassment, not because she wouldn't have had sex with me, But then she realized I wasn't when we went into the bathroom. But, like I told her, if we go in the bathroom, I'm not, and I show you, right, I usually go all the way. I don't just, have sex with someone randomly who I meet in a salon either, or anywhere. So you got to lose time, right? And you would notice that. Now, am I interested in other women? Yeah, but I ain't been with no one since Molly Z, right? Because, see, even going into the bathroom, you lose time, right? If someone comes and knocks on the door and tries to come in, if it's a female, you would let them in. If it's a male, you wouldn't let them in. And all you got to ask is, who is it? Who is it? Like Eddie Murphy, right? But anyway. Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. I know. Well, I am a little black. Does it bother you? No. I'm 1.2%. Is that enough? Brother? From another mother? Well, I'm black too. But we're the recessive gene anyway. Noah was the albino who married a black woman. And had 3 sons with her who married 3 daughters. Probably. And then afterwards they had a problem with Ham's son Kenan, right? Which is Noah's grandson. Where Noah is cursing Canaan. And this is the real story you're not getting. Not him. Not him. Okay, which they think Ham is the father of the blacks anyway. Right? Shem is the Jews and the Asians, and then Jephthah is the blondes with the blue eyes and the fair people, right? Though Jephthah's the firstborn, not Shem. He's the middle child, right? But there again, so was Jacob to Esau, and then, right? Again. But all 3 are supposed to be Noah's sons, right? And Noah was an albino, which is a double recessive gene, right? Two. So that means his mother and father both had the recessive gene. And yes, we did have sex with the angel Satan, or Lucifer, or Halel, whatever you want to call him first. But he did introduce Adam and Eve to a different kind of sex. Anal. The Gnostics try to tell you, especially in Baruch by Justin, if you read the other Bible, it tells you. He did Eve and let her be on top, and then he did Adam from behind, like a boy. You think a boy. He could also, from behind, even if you wanted to say no, embarrassing, And what does they have? What happens after they eat? They know. They knew that they were naked, right? Well, do you do that with a fruit from a fruit tree? No, no. But you do if the fruit was the body of Satan. You weren't supposed to eat it, right? And only Satan would do it in the divine image too, right? Which is what? Androgynous. Androgynous. Hermaphroditic. Right? It's also why that gene's in the gene pool, because of Satan's sin. Yes. It's why they're born occasionally and have to go into pornos. Keep telling you that. They're the sons and daughters of Satan and the angels who fell with him in Genesis 6 too. Where you think it all comes from. It's all got to be explained by the Bible too, right? It is. But you can also use other things. Even Lord Shiva and Shakti are the divine join of the sperm with the egg. Now, God can create us from scratch, the dust of the earth, and form the body as an adult. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken, dumbass. God formed it. And then made it two. Hen and rooster. And the rooster humps the hen and sometimes impregnates the egg, and when they don't, we eat the eggs for breakfast in the morning. Don't we now? So which came first? Neither the hen nor the rooster, but then the hen and rooster were made too, like Adam and Eve. And that's why Jesus is the firstborn of every creature himself, right? Not Adam, not Satan, Jesus. Now, whose image and likeness were we made in anyway? Jesus's. Moses wants you to ask that too, and he was one too, because the daughters were to be saved, but the sons were to be killed. Only if he's both could he be saved by Pharaoh's daughter, and Pharaoh would not really do anything because the law said that. And Moses seems to know Shadim and Shaddai are what he calls the Lord, right? You can't know that unless you're one yourself, right? And he says, don't worship graven images of male or female. Either or, nor female. He's neither Jew nor Gentile, bond nor free, male nor female, male nor female. For you are all one in Christ Jesus. And by one Spirit you're all baptized into what? One body. Whether again, Jew or Gentile, bond or free, male or female. Male and female. Because we're also to the Lord male and female, not male or female, right? We're just not able to sometimes rape for the right person because, we're committing fornication now too. We're marrying the wrong people. We don't know who to marry. But that too is by grace. See, the problem is, once you sin with Satan, he fucked it up for you. Literally. So now you got to deal with it, right? And confess it, which they didn't do either. Adam said, yeah, I ate of the tree. But listen to what Job says. If I, as Adam, hide my iniquity in my bosom, right, and cover it, who's his bosom? His wife. If your wife, the wife of your bosom, sins, right, in Deuteronomy, you're to stone even her first, right? If she sins with another man, and then you stone them both together, right? Right? That's why Jesus couldn't stone Mary alone. And yes, they're bringing her to him because she's his wife. You don't bring someone else's wife to determine if he's the stoner or not, which is in the story, right? That's why they're telling her, hey, man, we caught your wife in adultery. And they use the word wife in the Greek, right? First. Then he calls her woman, right? And then they call her woman, right? Because she sinned, right? And was no longer his wife, too. It's 50-50, right? But who's lying? The Catholics? Sorry, it's you. I can't lie if you're lying on the Lord through Constantine and the Orthodox. Right? See, if you had left it alone and let everybody else decide for themselves, we would still know what the Gnostics taught. But they tried to burn out the Gnostic belief, I know. Which is why they hid it in jars of clay like with the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? And why we found them later on today like the Dead Sea Scrolls. So they knew what you were up to was a sin. No. So does God. No. And you have to repent of that sin. God can't make you. No. Just like any other human being, you have the right to do good or evil with Satan or God, right? And God is only good, not good and evil, right? You got to realize that too. Satan is teaching you the evil. Well, what's the evil? You're playing God to each other. Mm-hmm. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right? Not even you can play God to God. Right? But you do it all the time when you make a decision on your own. Mm-hmm. I don't mean simple, get up in the morning, dress, and take a shower, and right, all that, right? That's not the problem there, right? I mean, in you're dealing with other human beings, you act like you know it all when you don't, and then if they don't follow you, what you believe, you want to murder them. That's from Satan, not God. God ain't a murderer, even if you believe differently because of Satan. God still forgives you until, again, Satan killed himself by going to the deep waters and drowning himself in the deep, to where God had to restrain the first meteor to hit the earth, which was when? After the fall. But see, what caused the flood, and again, what caused all that? An ice age? Well, what caused the ice age? There is a meteor in our past, right? But if the day is 10,000 years, right, and we know it's 1,500 to 1,800 years before the flood, right? Okay, doing something to one part of the earth, right, and again, right, and restraining the waters thereof, right? See, God's also able to control, even if we're hit with a meteorite, what dies and what don't, right? What wakes up the next morning, in other words, right? Why am I saying that, huh? Because you're always on my case and acting like you don't expect to hear from me either. So I imagine you're trying to seduce me with women like Samson and Delilah at night, right? Which everything I'm talking about, like Jesus, comes from the Bible. And you're trying to use the women to get me outside.